So now I'm in the middle of my shift. I have my conversation dashboard. Now, it's important to remember that this is literally a blank page. So if you want to, you can just delete everything and do whatever you want. I can also undo all of that. Just move this thing out of the way. Uno momento. Cool. So this is my conversation dashboard for this shift. If I click on new convo, this is what I'll do maybe at the end of a conversation. Alright, so say it's been a half an hour, I've just finished a conversation. It was with a young man. I struggled to connect. Obviously, I'm going to respect the privacy requirements of my organization and the standard expectations that come with doing my role. Let's say this started at 4:55 p.m. and it finished at 5:30 p.m. It's going to show that it was 35-minute call, 35-minute contact. Care, yeah, middle of the road. Compassion, satisfaction, it was pretty good. It's actually pretty good feeling. Compassion, yeah. So, did well, attempted connection and attending. And it was about depression and psychosis. Traffic light, it was fine. Another chat. And now the shift entry, it's connected to today's shift. Right? So this is connected to today's shift. Next time I want to work on probably what part of connecting? Maybe active listening, maybe reflecting feelings, maybe self-awareness. Okay, so that's one conversation done. Now it's going to show up here. All of that information that we just filled out. Wrap that column so that it shows it properly. And I can also use these reflection templates for a single conversation as well. Let's just say I have another convo, for example, where it's a red light conversation. And that means that by the traffic light system, it means that it was a shift which triggered me. Same as before, we're going to respect their privacy and not use any personal details or identifying details when we take notes. This one, let's just say that it started at 5:45 p.m. and it finished at 6 p.m. 20 minutes. Care, 2 stars. Compassion, satisfaction, 1 star. Did well. Asking ISS for support. So I just typed AS for asking, and it pops the suggestion right away. What about end? Ending the conversation, responding to imminence, respecting boundaries, probably respecting own boundaries. So did well to end it when I did, because it was quite difficult. Is there an unwelcome? There's not. So let's make one. Unwelcome. Red light. Work on next time. And say asking for support, collaborating, following procedure, 3-tiered response. And now I want to actually reflect on this conversation. It would be great to reflect in more depth. I can treat this like a page of its own, and I can type in it. As far as what I want to type in it, there are these reflections here. Red light interaction I can create. This thing is acting a little bit funky because of my because of the software I'm using to record with. So I will try and find a way to highlight the block so that I can move it. There it is. I'm going to cut that whole thing out. And it's also acting weird here. It's not opening properly, so I can do right click, open in new tab, new window, side peek. Cool. Let's get me out of the way. Red light interaction. So this is a reflection. Excuse me. This is a reflective practice template. Description of what happened. What are the facts? Feelings and thoughts. How do you feel about the facts? Symptoms and sensations. What came up for you? I can keep going, and then at the end it has this reminder. Have I spoken with my ISS yet? So as you can see, those reflective practice options are right here. And the shift will continue. And I'll keep making new combos. If I want, maybe I actually would rather not have a conversation level data, and it's easier to just start with an empty page and delete everything on here. And that's totally fine. It's up to you, right? It's your tool. You can use it how you want.